Alright guys, you know the drill. We've got Cambridge 19, test 1, passage 3, and here we've got a list of words we need to learn today from passage 3. Without further ado, let's dive into the words. Alright, so the first word is persistence. Persistence, as you know, we've got the English definition and common Uzbek translation too. So persistence means the ability to keep doing something despite difficulties or challenges. Alright, the ability to keep doing something despite difficulties or challenges. In Uzbek it's gonna be qat'iyat, tirishqoqlik, and sabot. Let's look at the examples. Her persistence helped her become a successful doctor. Her persistence helped her become a successful doctor. Learning English requires persistence and regular practice. His persistence finally paid off after many failed attempts. With enough persistence, you can achieve almost any goal. The project was completed because of the team's persistence. I'm not going to translate all the sentence here, just try to understand them, alright? So the next word is deliberately. English definition, it's done intentionally or on purpose. Done intentionally or on purpose. In Uzbek it's gonna be atayin and qasddan. Okay, bilib turib. He deliberately arrived early to prepare for the meeting. He deliberately arrived early to prepare for the meeting. She deliberately avoided answering the difficult question. Don't deliberately make people feel uncomfortable. The company deliberately reduced its prices to attract customers. I didn't deliberately hurt your feelings. So that means deliberately means done intentionally or on purpose. So the next word is inevitable. Inevitable. English definition, it's gonna be certain to happen, impossible to avoid. Certain to happen, impossible to avoid. Common Uzbek translation, Muqarrar, oldin olib bo'lmaydigan, qochib bo'lmaydigan. Examples: change is inevitable in every person's life, meaning that it happens. It was inevitable that the two teams would meet in the final. Mistakes are inevitable when you are learning something new. With dark clouds gathering, rain seemed inevitable. Technological progress is inevitable. So inevitable, certain to happen, impossible to avoid. The next word is to deceive. To deceive. In English, the definition is to make someone believe something that is false. To make someone believe something that is false, or to mislead someone. Uzbek, it's gonna be Aldamoq or chalg. Alright, to deceive. To deceive. He tried to deceive his parents about his exam results. Some websites are created to deceive users. She would never deceive her closest friends. The salesman deceived customers by making false promises. It's wrong to deceive people for personal gain. So deceive, to make someone believe something that's false, to mislead someone. The next word is apparent. English, it's gonna be easy to notice, understand, or see, or just obvious. Apparent. Apparent. Common Uzbek translation, aniq, yaqqol, ravshan, ko'rinib turgan. Alright, apparent. Aniq, yaqqol, ravshan, ko'rinib turgan. It became apparent that we had taken the wrong road. His excitement was apparent from his smile. The reason for her absence was not immediately apparent. It's apparent that the company has improved its service. The difference between the two products is apparent. Appearance, easy to notice, understand, or see, or obvious. Well, very next word is inadvertently. Inadvertently, English definition, it's gonna be without intending to or accidentally. Alright, inadvertently, accidentally. Common Uzbek translation it's beixtiyor, bilmasdan, tasodifan. These are the common translations. Beixtiyor, bilmasdan, tasodifan. I inadvertently sent the email to the wrong person. She inadvertently left her phone at home. He inadvertently revealed the surprise party. The child inadvertently broke the vase while playing. I inadvertently deleted an important document. So this is the word inadvertently, without intending to or accidentally. The next word is to loom large. To loom large, the definition is to seem very important. To seem very important, or serious, or likely to happen. I repeat, to seem very important, serious, or likely to happen. In Uzbek, it's translated as katta ahamiyatga kasb etmoq, jiddiy muammo bo'lib ko'rinmoq, or yaqinlashib kelmoq. Xavf yoki voqea haqida ekan. Alright, so the final exam is looming larger in my mind. Financial problems loomed larger over the company to seem very important. The deadline is looming large, so we need to work faster. Climate change looms large as a global challenge. Katta ahamiyat kasb etmoq. Looms large. Climate change looms large as a global challenge. As the interview approached, it loomed large in her thoughts. It loomed large in her thoughts. The next word is to facilitate. To facilitate. English definition is to make something easier or help it happen. To make something easier or help it happen. Uzbek translation it's osonlashtirmoq, ko'maklashmoq, yordam bermoq. Oral means help, alright? The new software facilitates communication between employees. The new software facilitates communication between employees. Good planning facilitates success. Good planning facilitates success. The teacher facilitated the group discussion. The teacher facilitated the group discussion. This bridge facilitates travel between the two cities. Technology facilitates access to information. So, definition, to make something easier or help it happen. Uzbek translation, it's osonlashtirmoq, ko'maklashmoq, yordam bermoq. So the next word is regarding. Regarding means about or concerning. In Uzbek, it's going to be haqida, borasida, to'g'risida. Alright? So, I have a question regarding the new schedule. That means I have a question about the new schedule. She sent an email regarding tomorrow's meeting. We discussed several issues regarding public transport, about public transport. Do you have any information regarding this job? Do you have any information about this job? The manager made an announcement regarding the new policy. The manager made an announcement about the new policy. The next word is unduly. Unduly. I'm maybe mispronouncing the word unduly, but it should be pronounced as it is. So unduly. English definition, it's more than is reasonable, necessary or appropriate. So Uzbek translation, it's haddan tashqari, ortiqcha ravishda, asossiz darajada. So don't be unduly worried about the exam. The decision should not unduly affect your plans. No, overly. He was unduly harsh when judging the students. The new rules did not unduly restrict our work. We shouldn't place unduly high expectations on children. More than is reasonable, necessary or appropriate. Next word is detrimental. Definition, it's causing harm or having a bad effect. Causing harm or having a bad effect. Uzbek zararli, salbiy ta'sir ko'rsatuvchi. Smoking is detrimental to your health. Lack of sleep can be detrimental to your performance. Too much stress is detrimental to both physical and mental health. The company's decision proved detrimental to its reputation. Spending all day on social media can be detrimental to students' studies. Alright, the next word is downstream consequence. Downstream consequence. English definition as a result or effect that happens later because of an earlier action or decision. A result or effect that happens later because of an earlier action or decision. In Uzbek it's gonna mean keyingi oqibat, keyinchalik yuzaga keladigan oqibat, uzoq muddatli oqibat. Poor planning can have serious downstream consequences. Cutting down forests has many downstream consequences for the environment. We should think about the downstream consequences before making a decision. The mistake had several downstream consequences for the whole project. Higher prices may have downstream consequences for small businesses. Next word is contemporary. Definition: belonging to the present time or modern. You may have already known this word. So, zamonaviy, hozirgi davrga oid. The museum displays contemporary art. Contemporary technology has changed the way we work. Many contemporary writers discuss social issues. And this building has a contemporary design. Contemporary music is popular among young people. Contemporary, zamonaviy, hozirgi davrga oid, modern, or contemporary. Next word is warrant. Warrant, turns out it's a verb. To make something necessary, reasonable, or justified. To make something necessary, reasonable, or justified. Asos bo'lmoq, oqlamoq, talab qilmoq. The situation warrants immediate action. His excellent work warrants a promotion. Asos bo'la oladi ma'nosida kelar ekan demak. Alright, this problem does not warrant such a strong reaction. The evidence warrants further investigation. The results warrant more careful study. Alright, warrant means to make something necessary, reasonable, or justified. Alright, the next word is encounter. Encounter as a verb, it means to meet or experience something unexpectedly. Duch kelmoq, uchratmoq. First example is, we encountered heavy traffic on our way home. She encountered many challenges during her first year at university. I encountered an old friend at the airport. Tourists often encounter different cultures while traveling. Scientists encountered an unexpected problem during the experiment. Next word is, encounter as a noun means unexpected meeting or experience. Our first encounter was at a conference. The encounter changed his opinion completely. She described her encounter with a famous actor. It was a pleasant encounter with an old teacher. Their encounter lasted only a few minutes. The next word is counter as a verb, to act against something in order to reduce, prevent, or oppose its effect. To act against something in order to reduce, prevent, or oppose its effect. Translation: qarshi chiqmoq, bartaraf etmoq, qarshi chora ko'rmoq. The government introduced new laws to counter crime. Exercise can help counter the effects of stress. We need better arguments to counter their claims. The company took action to counter negative reviews. Scientists are working to counter climate change. As a noun, it means an action or argument made in response to oppose something. Qarshi chora, qarshi dalil, javob chorasi. So, his counter to the criticism was convincing. The company prepared to counter to its competitors' strategy. They discussed possible counters to the new policy. She offered a strong counter to his argument. So the team developed an effective counter against the attack. So the next word is to garner. To garner. English definition: to collect, gain or receive something, especially support, attention, praise, or information. Qo'lga kiritmoq, to'plamoq, erishmoq. So the charity event garnered a lot of support. His speech garnered positive feedback. The film garnered several international awards. She has garnered respect through hard work. The campaign garnered thousands of online followers. Alright, so far these are the words we need to look at.